You can study in the morning, you can study at night. You can study outside by a campfire light. You can study with the rabbi.
Interfaith marriage. So I'm reading this book called Playlist Judaism by Rabbi Olitsky. It's a fantastic book. He starts with, admittedly, the rate for marriages between Jews and those from other faith backgrounds in this generation is higher than ever before. I get that. We all get that. That's data. We understand that. But here's the problem. I always assumed that data point was a reflection on their connection to Judaism. If your connection to Judaism was strong enough that you would not marry a non-Jew. Okay. So here's what he says. Listen to this. But it is not the direct result of Jews wanting to marry someone who is not Jewish. Rather, the increase can be attributed to a willingness on the part of those who are not Jewish to marry someone who is Jewish. So remember, we asked for this, right? Decades ago, we said we want to be fully accepted. We want to be equal. We Jews want to be just a part of American society. We want to be treated as equals. We asked for this. We wanted people to accept us. Now we got what we asked for, and we're not so sure about it anymore. Jews don't marry those of other religious backgrounds in order to run away from Judaism. What? I don't know why I never thought of that before. Jews don't marry those of other religious backgrounds in order to run away from Judaism. They are not marrying out. In this open society, an individual simply meets someone, falls in love, and decides to spend his or her life with that person. I've never thought of it that way. When somebody decides to marry someone who isn't Jewish, they're not leaving Judaism. They're not marrying out. That isn't necessarily, in fact, according to Rabbi Olitsky, it isn't at all a reflection on their faith or on their connection, or on their dedication, or on their heritage. It is simply a reflection of the very society that we have been yearning for decades. An open, free society in which we are equal with every other faith. So much so that the non-Jews, they will actually want to marry us. I don't know what this does for me as a rabbi when it comes to officiating interfaith marriages. I'm not there yet. But this has made me wonder, maybe I should be thinking about the way I integrate, the way I approach, the way I welcome, the way I relate to people who are in interfaith marriages. I've never pushed them away intentionally, but I do participate in a system that treats them as other. All they want, according to Rabbi Olitsky, is to follow whatever the rest of us are doing. Follow the American dream, fall in love, and marry the person whom they've fallen in love with. And that is not necessarily a direct reflection on how they've been brought up or their connection to Judaism. They just want what we have been yearning for decades. It's an open question for me. Unanswered.
It's okay as you will see that we're bound to disagree. Don't have to see eye to eye to make the Torah come alive. Now that I've had my say, let's not waste the whole day.